weather is so hot in here. I think the weather in Korea is so much better.
Calm down, Zeti. Do you know why our country can be so hot? This is due to the sun's shortwave radiation penetrates the atmosphere and reaches the Earth's surface. The energy is absorbed by the Earth's surface and partially reflected back into the atmosphere as infrared rays. Some of the reflected infrared rays are absorbed by greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. These gases absorb radiation and return energy to the Earth's surface in the form of heat. So, when greenhouse gases increase, so does the greenhouse effect. As a result, global temperature will rise, and this is referred to as global warming. And for the fact, global warming is occurring all throughout the world, including Korea and other four-season countries, not only in Malaysia.
Okay everyone, now my friends and I have one mission to be complete. The mission is to observe and study more about global warming. So I will bring you guys together with my friends to Science Center that located in Kuala Lumpur. We will learn more about global warming there. So, our objective of the mission is to study and measure using some statistical analysis to obtain the depth and more accurate data about who is being affected by the global warming, effect of global warming, the relation of the greenhouse effect, the ozone depletion and thermal pollution between global warming, and how to resolve the global warming phenomena. As part of climate change, global warming involves the long-term rise in the temperature of the planet. This occurs by increasing the concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere as the carbon dioxide accumulates in the atmosphere and absorbs sunlight and solar radiation, then reflect from the Earth's surface. The carbon dioxide gas mainly came from human activities such as burning of the fossil fuels and farming.
Lights, camera.
Okay, wait. Global warming is the phenomenon in which the carbon dioxide and also the air pollutants such as the methane and also the other toxic gas was trapped in the atmosphere. When this happened, the sunlight that should be going out was bounced back into the Earth's surface. This is due to the numerous number of carbon dioxide because there is lack of tree to absorb them. I think because there is human action that want to make developments such as buildings that make them cut down the tree, so the number of tree in this earth become reduced. This also can be caused by the usage of too many vehicles on the roads. That's why we are told to do carpooling to avoid the release of too many unwanted gases. And also, I think it can be caused by the lack of responsibilities among the workers or even the employees of the factories itself that release the toxic fumes from their factory, and it can cause the dumping of pollutant gas being released. Oh yeah, before I forgot, I had read that the global warming is usually happen at the troposphere, which is the lowest part of the atmosphere, because as we can know, the lower the elevation, the higher the temperature. So there is the part of the earth where global warming is.
Guys, I just found an info that global warming is actually related to greenhouse effect, ozone depletion and also thermal pollution. So for the greenhouse effect, the global warming is actually associated with greenhouse effect. It produced when the Earth's surface and atmosphere absorb solar energy and re-radiates the energy back into space. So as a result, the atmosphere holds the heat from greenhouse effect and contributes to global warming by increasing the annual average temperature globally. So for the ozone depletions, technically ozone depletions does not cause global warming, but both of these environmental problems has a common cause. which is the human's activity that release pollutants. What is pollutants? From the ozone depleting chemicals and also burning fossil fuels that release into the atmosphere. So the effect is the increasing UV radiation levels from the ozone depletion and as well as the increase of temperature of Earth. So for the thermal pollution, what is thermal pollution? The thermal pollution is the degradation of water quality due to the change in ambient temperature of water. So it happened when the manufacturer used water as a cooling agent and released the fossil fuels into the environment. So what is the effect? The effect is it will decrease the dissolved oxygens in water and contribute to global warming when the global temperature reaches a level where this heat is also emitted to space.
Now relax. Did you know that the global warming has an impact on human life as well as the Earth ecosystem? The climate change is expected to make the heat wave increase. The health consequences of the climate change can occur in both direct and indirect ways. First, indirect consequence, the causes are by temperature extremes, which can make the health status of patients with disease of cardiovascular system and respiratory tract possibility resulting in death. Second, for indirect consequence, the change of the temperature can affect psychological and social burdens. The examples that can be included are stress, anxiety, and depression. Furthermore, based on the overview of recent studies from agricultural production in Japan agriculture, it shows that crops production will likely to suffer serious negative effect from the global warming trend. A survey of Public Institute of Agricultural Research 47 prefectures were conducted. The summary shows that horticulture crops and rice are likely to be more sensitive to warming than other agricultural products.
Guys, look what I find in this book. It explains about the alternative for resolving global warming. Among of them are find the alternative of energy sources, which is we can eliminate the use of fossil fuel. For example, use renewable energy sources. Second, practice energy and water conservation. For example, utilizing more efficient technology. Third, use environmentally friendly transportation, such as we can use public transport or practice carpooling. Next, recycling infrastructure. We create the new low energy building or modify existing structure instead of build the new one. Next, forest management and sustainable agriculture, which is use natural resources and eliminate enormous deforestation. Lastly, we can practice recycling, which is we can practice the 3R, which is reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Wow, we have learned a lot about global warming today. Thank you very much, guys.
Our group recommends some ways to prevent this crisis. First, we can start to develop emergency plans, including early warning system. Second, the forecast need to be improved to make an accurate weather forecast. By having an accurate and early weather forecast, we can share the data to the people. Thus, people can access throughout knowledge of the effect of heat. In expectation, the number of available leaves can be reducing in the future heat wave. To mitigate the effect of global warming on biodiversity, two distinct kinds of actions are needed. First, in long-term actions, reduce emission of greenhouse gases. Second, in short-term ones, design an appropriate nature reserve. Our mission has succeeded. Wait a minute, it's not over yet. So, the conclusion that can be drawn from this case study is that an increase in UV radiation from the depletion of the ozone layer will limit photosynthesis. If there is less photosynthesis, then there is less carbon dioxide emitted into the atmosphere. And as carbon dioxide increases in the atmosphere, then the greenhouse effect also increases, causing more global warming and other climate changes.